Hello, everyone, and welcome to this midweek message here at Salem Lutheran Church in West St. Paul. I'm Pastor Aaron Holmgren. This is for the week of August 14th, and the big thing coming up is August 18th. We are having our joint worship service with St. Stephen's. And what's changed is that we're no longer having it at a park. We're going to have it at St. Stephen's as we celebrate the shared mission that we have here in West St. Paul as we do the work of Christ in this neighborhood. So that is going to be on August 18th at 9:30 as normal at St. Stephen's, and the broadcast will still be found on our normal YouTube page as well as on their Facebook page. So joint worship service is this coming Sunday at St. Stephen's, not at the park, at St. Stephen's. After that, we have on August 25th, worship back here. And we're going to start our adult forums on Christian nationalism. We're going to have 2 in a row on that. And then we have bingo night, which will be at 3 o'clock in the choir room on August 25th. So that should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. So bingo night is on the 25th, joint worship service on the 18th. In between that, we have, and tomorrow, we have our Salem Summer Adventures, activities for kids on Thursday nights from 5:30 to 7:30. So everyone is invited to bring your kiddos to that. It's always a fun time. And so I really encourage you to bring your kids to that. So Salem Summer Adventures, joint worship, bingo. Then we have also going on, we have our Moreland Elementary School drive for the 5 most needed items. You can find that list online, as well as the newborn kits drive, which is leading up to our God's Work Our Hands Sunday on September 8th. Following that, we have the Generosity Project is going to kick off, and then we're well into the fall. So things are coming quickly, and I encourage you to always check the Salem website calendar online. That's the most up to date, and it's a great way of seeing all that's going on here at Salem. Let's see here. As we are working through our lectionary texts in August, you may notice that we have been just chewing on the same piece of John chapter 6 for multiple weeks. This is the Bread of Life discourse that happens following Jesus' feeding of the multitudes. And the lectionary chooses to break this text up into 4 separate weeks of this conversation that Jesus has where he identifies himself as the bread of life. And what I'm going to be honest with you. When I approached this summer, I looked ahead at that and I saw these 4 weeks on bread alone, and I kind of groaned because it's like, how many times can you lift up this same metaphor in a sermon and kind of pick at it and figure out what Jesus is saying week in and week out for 4 weeks straight. But now that we're about halfway through it, and I've been having conversations with Pastor John on how we're going to share a sermon in our joint worship, and sharing time in Bible study, and sharing time with commentaries, and looking at this text, this discourse that Jesus has in John chapter 6, I'm grateful that the lectionary breaks it up like this, because there is so much here to look at and to consider. And I think that's just a reminder, not just of John chapter 6, but of anywhere in Scripture, to take time to look at it piece by piece and a little slower than we're used to in this fast-paced life. So perhaps this week, instead of reading a different part of the Bible every day for your morning devotion or something like that. I know that the morning devotion books tend to have like a verse a day. Those are great. But maybe for a week, add another practice of taking a chapter or a section of Jesus' teaching in the Gospels and read that same text every single day and see what new comes to light. Because I guarantee you're going to notice some things and you're going to approach it differently with each day, depending on how you feel, on the world around you. And it just demonstrates how rich this text is that has been given to us to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. So I encourage you to check out a piece of text for a longer stretch of time than we are typically used to, and see how it feeds you. Blessings on your day.